Hi folks, my name is James Bosick. I'm here at Mercedes Benz of Arrowhead, 9260 West Bell Road, just west of the Freeway 101. And I'm here today with the 2019 GLC 300 in all black with a night package. This is one of my favorite vehicles. It's loaded with features, and I'm going to talk to you about a few of them today. All right, this GLC 300 comes with one of my favorite features, especially on a black vehicle, is the night package. And what that does is it actually blacks out the chrome around the windows. It gives black insets to the rims, and on the front and rear fascia it blacks out what would traditionally be chrome on the vehicle, as well as blacked out roof rails. So it really gives it a nice sleek look that I just really love. I think this vehicle is just really sweet. The other thing I really like about the vehicle is some of the safety features, such as the brake assist. And the brake assist feature, what that does is there's radar sensing in the front of the vehicle, and it will detect either slower moving or stationary vehicles. And if it senses that there's going to be an impending collision, it's going to warn you audibly. I believe it's like 0.7 seconds before impact. And then if you don't respond, it will actually brake the vehicle for you. So if that saves, in my opinion, one accident in 4 or 5 years, it's absolutely worth its weight in gold. All right, so now I'm at the back of the GLC 300, and there's a couple things I want to show you that are really kind of cool about this vehicle. One of them is the backup camera. It's tucked away in a little hidden spot right here. So if you've ever driven a vehicle that has the camera exposed, you'll know after a certain amount of time if the vehicle's dirty, it starts to cloud up the vision on the camera. It doesn't happen on the GLC because it's hidden behind this retractable compartment. So when you put it in reverse, that will motor down, and it closes when you're done. It tends to keep it clean. Another thing that I really like is once this opens, you'll notice the height of the rear hatch as it opens up sometimes can be a little high to reach if you're a vertically challenged person. And so you can adjust the height of that, and I'll demonstrate how we do that. So all you do is open the trunk, and you'll push the button when you want it to stop at whatever height you want to stop at. Once it stops, push the button again and hold it until you hear a tone. Now, when I open the trunk lid, it should stop at that position. So that'll make it easier to reach for if it's either a shorter garage or if you're somebody that has trouble reaching that button. You can clear that out by holding the button again. It'll beep at you twice. And now, when I open the trunk, it will go all the way up to its original height again. In the rear compartment, there's 19.4 cubic feet back here, so you have plenty of room for golf bags, groceries, things like that. If you lower the second row of seating down, it opens that up to 56.5 cubic feet, which is quite a lot of space for the size of the vehicle. Okay, so now we are going to the inside of the GLC 300. And it's very roomy inside. In fact, I am 6'2", and I can't reach the pedals right now, so I have to move the seat forward just a little bit. There we go. So you've got power seat, all the door controls, or all the seat controls rather, are on the door in a very intuitive position. So it's easy, you don't have to fumble around down on the side of the seat to try to find those. And then your power tilt and telescope wheel is on the column. One of the things that I really like about the GLC 300, a lot of cars have remote start on the key fob, and Mercedes doesn't do that. They actually do it with a smartphone app, and you'll download this app when you buy your new Mercedes. And any place that your vehicle is sitting that has internet connection, you can actually restart it remotely with your smartphone app. So I could be sitting here and my vehicle could be parked in my garage at home, or I could be shopping at the mall and the vehicle's out in the parking garage. As long as there's internet connection, I can actually pull up my app and I can start the vehicle. It'll run for 10 minutes, it'll count down, it'll then shut off. You can start it twice, it'll run for another 10 minutes. The third time you actually have to come in and start the vehicle manually. All right, so continuing on with the GLC 300, it's got a very well laid out cockpit design. I feel this waterfall feature is kind of a trademark of the C-Class with Mercedes. Very smooth, very comfortable feeling, trimmed in the nice flat black ash wood. Things that you can do in here, very simply, you have a steering wheel with multifunction controls. You've got paddle shifters on the back of the wheels that you can shift, downshift, upshift on the fly while you're in the throttle if you want. There's no restrictions to that. Comes in handy if you need to zip around somebody on the freeway, maybe downshift one, get the revs up, the vehicle responds quicker, allows you to pass somebody a little bit faster. Some of the other things that are really cool in this vehicle are the dynamic select button, which allows you to change the personality of the vehicle. You can change anything from comfort, and I can toggle through. I can't actually toggle through it right now because the vehicle's not on, but there's a comfort mode, there's an individual mode, a sport mode, and a sport plus mode. The differences are the comfort is typically what most people run in because it's a very cush, comfortable, low revs. It shifts early. It's a very comfortable driving mode. But if you want to put it up into sport or sport plus, it livens the vehicle up. The revs come up for any given speed. It shifts later, so it just has a much more sporty, fun driving feel when you put it in sport plus mode. Things that you can do with this controller right here, this actually functions like a joystick, up, down, right, left, diagonally. It rolls, and it also pushes to select. So I can do anything navigating with this controller. Up here, I could scroll over to, say, vehicle. I can do that with the joystick. I could scroll down to get to, say, my equalizer on my stereo system, changing things like the treble, bass, tone, midtones. This vehicle is also equipped with the upgraded Burmester sound system, so it actually has a very nice sounding sound system right out of the gate on this vehicle. Some of the other things that I can do here, I could turn the display completely off with this button if I so chose. The volume button here is going to control whatever happens to be playing. So whether it's stereo, this volume would control that. If you take a phone call via Bluetooth, or you're playing your music via your phone connected over Bluetooth, the volume is going to control that as well. If there's a command or a voice prompt that comes up with the navigation, while that prompt is playing, you can control that. So whatever happens to be playing at the time, this volume, that single volume, is going to control that for you. One thing that I want to point out here is there's an Eco Start Stop button, this A with a circle in it. This throws a lot of people. You either like it or you don't like it, but essentially the vehicle can, if it's down to temperature, everything is, the battery's charged, you pull up to a stoplight, it can actually shut the vehicle off to save battery power. The vehicle's so quiet you may not know that it shut off, and what throws people is sometimes if you have to zip in front of somebody, you jump back on the gas, the vehicle has to start real quick and go, and it'll feel maybe like you got a little bump from behind. And so if you don't like that, you can just simply push the button, extinguish the green light, and it does not do that anymore. But it is a very nice feature for saving fuel. Okay, so this is the GLC 300 2019. My name is James Bosick. You can reach me at 602-206-7988. That's my mobile phone. And we're located here at 9260 West Bell Road in Peoria.